Okay, so it's another of my backup session. So original speaker just left for some personal reason. Yeah, so I think there are several main topics in Ethereum, and this one is probably the most friendly to end users and friendly to newbies in blockchain or Ethereum. So it's called account abstraction. So those two words they were simple. Uh, I think most of us can understand the meaning of account in blockchain or Ethereum. So it's just like your wallet, your bank account. So, well, accounts in blockchain, I will give a quicker introduction, but some of them is still with very complicated technical definition, like the Bitcoin account is unspent transaction output. Uh, well, I will just put it here to differentiate from the Ethereum account, but the technical meaning is too complicated for Bitcoin. The second one is Ethereum account. So Ethereum account, the mostly used method of Ethereum account nowadays is called EOA, externally owned account, which is made up by a private key and a public key. So the address you give others to receive money is kind of is what we call public key, and the private key is a key you use to generate the public key, and you should never leash that to any people. So once you lost that or you leak that, it means your account is compromised, and you should never use that account anymore. So yeah, as you can recognize from my explanation for EOA, it do has a big flaw, can never be resolved by its original tech stack. So the Ethereum community is trying to make a new kind of account, which we call, it's not new kind of, it's another kind of account, it's called contract account. And this one not so popular with lots of problems. So the Ethereum community is trying to boost the contract account, which could be easily used to onboarding new Web3 users. And the way they boost the contract account is called kind of account abstraction. Yeah, so last one just put here for differentiation is a bank account. It's totally a centralized account you have in banks. They can change your number per your demand or not per your demand, per their request. Yeah, A is abbreviation for account abstraction. So it's kind of multi-layer conception on engineering and the application, not a single simple concept. So okay, let's say the limitation of EOAs. I have already explained before. Like the key management is hard because you need to write down. Mostly suggested to write down by pen or by pens, not by pencil. You can be by pen. Okay, by pen, without any digital records. So it won't be hacked by any digital ways. You just write down on the paper and keep it yourself. So which means it will be hard to manage it. And access control in the EOA account, like maybe we want to set a organization account, corporate account, or like a foundation. You need a foundation account which should have access by several people. But with current EOA design, you can actually only have access to one people with of course you can give the private key to several people, but all of them will have the equal security level for the access control to this account, and you won't know who is doing any kind of transaction. Yeah, it's not efficient, and the usability will be highly reduced by this way. It cannot be compete with the traditional centralized account like bank account. And the gas payment is like, you have to have the Ethereum to pay any of the transaction, which will be headache for, let's say you have a foundation and you have a company, your customer want to pay your crypto and you are newbie to crypto. Just set up a contract and then he send you like, let's say 2,000 USD for the payment. But to exchange the payment or to deposit the payment into the exchange and to exchange the fiat out, you have to buy some Ethereum as the gas payment. It's kind of license fee you pay for using Ethereum, the blockchain, the public blockchain. So it will be headache because you only want to receive the USDT, but you have to buy another coin which called ETH to pay the gas fee. So I think the natural way for the normal user is like I receive 2,000 USD and I want to pay the gas fee in USD as well, like pay 20 USD gas fee, and the rest of them will go to the fiat exchange. So yeah, let's go to then go to the sum of use case of AA. It sounds new to the Ethereum user, but it's actually just a normal feature for a bank account. All the bank accounts will have this kind of feature. AA just trying to make the Ethereum make the blockchain account have the almost equal usability with traditional bank account. So like the social recovery, let's say you nominate some of your family as your social recovery of your bank account, like a dead man can, the bank can do the KYC and they can do the social recovery for the dead man. And the signature abstraction, like several people can do the signatures together, like the multi-signature. And the multi-row with multi-policies. Like a foundation, you can have the director with the highest security level to manage the whole access control system, like every bank will give you the function. The gas abstraction exactly means if you receive the USD and you can pay the gas in USD. Yeah, more scenarios can be adapted. I think I missed one of them. Okay, no worry. And yes, to support the to support the Ethereum community by for co-building the account abstraction together, we are organizing what we call is a community. So account abstraction is more like an ecosystem than single project. Being an ecosystem, it needs far more things like a single private company. Like it needs the active coordination, like for the code reusability, module reusability. Some of people here, guests here, may already know. Coding in Solidity, coding in blockchain is very tricky because it's all open source. So any flaw can cause you like catastrophe loss of your treasure. So by reusing some very stable code will highly reduce the overall cost of the industry. So the code reusability and the module reusability and the shared mempool, etc., will be very important for growing of for growth of the account abstraction ecosystem. But it do need active coordination. And onboarding more builders, of course, because it's an ecosystem. And as an ecosystem, it requires many public goods infrastructures, which cannot be done in a traditional private market way. You can hardly raise money for supporting public goods from traditional ventures because you can barely foresee future profit from those public goods. But without the public goods infrastructure, you cannot grow the ecosystem as you want. So we also, it needs many public goods infrastructure. And we need to make the contract wallet to be the first class system, make the broader Ethereum ecosystem accept contract wallet as the first class citizen. So they need to support it, so the contract wallet users can use their contract wallet smoothly. Okay, let's initiate the AA into protocol without initiate as a particular wallet. So what's next? By showing those objects, what we are doing here and what we are going to do here is we are designing a public guardian, which makes social recovery also possible for contract wallets. And we are doing some decentralized attestation, also for social recovery to prove your mother is your mother. Something like that. Prove someone is your truly friend and trustable friend by decentralized attestation. Like today, we have the event here, and we can attest that you attend the event, and it will increase like your social credit, or you can trust credits. And the wallet is whitelist because the Web3 is very close to the financial industry, or some people just recognize totally a financial industry. So a lot of hackers, yes, lot of hacks eyes, yes, on those wallets, especially from those big whales. So yeah, we want to make it as public goods for share the whitelist of those Web3 websites, so it can increase the wallet security overall. Yeah, and more to build with people participation. So apart from those projects we are building, we are trying to build. We are also doing something like research and education, organizing workshop, do team up for hackathon to build more projects for account abstraction, and we also provide some grants and trying to to build or coordinate some standardization for the account abstraction. Okay, thank you.